doubt. It's that little voice that whispers to us in our trials. It says, but what if God doesn't come through? Now, we've all heard it, but today James warns us that doubt and the whispers of doubt can wreak storm-like havoc on our faith. And we will discover the right response to doubt is very surprising. It's simple, steady, and strong. Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. So excited to have you here. Don't forget, at the end of the week, we're going to do a review of the entire chapter here with a little bit of a fresh spin on the chapter in the Vince Miller Show. So get ready for that. And if you're new here, we are so excited to have you. So I want you to go to the website. You need to know, get your James Scripture Journal now so that you can take notes for the entire journey. Our text today is going to be from verses 5 through 12 of chapter 1. Let me read it and then we'll dive in. It states, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Let the lowly brother boast in his exaltation, and the rich in his humiliation, because like a flower of the grass, he will pass away. For the sun rises with its scorching heat, withers the grass, its flowers fall, and its beauty perishes. So also will the rich man fade away in the midst of his pursuits. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. You know, in my life, trials have a way of turning my heart and my mind toward either a defensive mentality or a defeatist mentality. I'm sure you're no different. So when I encounter a trial, I either try to defend myself against that trial using my own ingenuity to work my way around it or out of it. Or if that trial goes on too long, I get this defeatist mentality where I think I kind of want to give up. But this text says there is a far better answer to navigating our trials. It's to ask God. Just ask God. In fact, you may want to circle those words in your scripture journal today. Highlight them, underline them a few times. It is to ask God for the wisdom we lack in our trials. And now, I hate to say it, but this is the missing step we failed to deploy that amplifies that drift of doubt in a trial. Now, too many believers live lives of a secret self-exaltation. Self-exaltation. They spend too much time trying to work a way out of their trials or ruminating on the trials while they drift far away in a sea of doubt. Instead, we should actually just be humble, submissive, trust, and turn to God, who can provide us wisdom for the trial, which is what James is saying. And if we do what James says, he says later in this text, we are blessed and will receive the crown of life. You may want to underline that too, because, well, that's kind of enjoyable, right? That's what we're aiming for, the crown of life. So when trials crash over you, you got to resist the urge to paddle upstream on your own or to sink into defeat. Instead, you got to just stop and ask God for the wisdom. I mean, that's the step that actually anchors our faith. It steadies us in the storm. You may want to write it down, circle it, and underline it again. The words are, ask God. That is the operative phrase in your trial. And then you have to trust that he's going to give it. And then you just repeat it until it becomes habitual. Because you see, your storm isn't the problem. It's how you face the storm that is. I love you guys. Pray this has blessed you today. If it has, I want to encourage you, share it with someone else. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.